Okay, you've got to tell me in the comments, have you ever worked with someone who was obsessed with being the center of attention? I swear, it was like watching a live episode of Desperate Housewives, corporate edition. So, this story starts with Tara. Gorgeous, put together, always smelled like vanilla and power. She worked in client relations, but you'd think she was the CEO's muse with how people treated her. And every week, like clockwork, a stunning bouquet would arrive at her desk. I'm talking peonies, lilies, designer wrapping, the works. The first time it happened, we all did that polite little awe thing. By the third week, it was straight up office warfare. People were jealous, flat out bitter, especially because Tara loved the attention. She'd post Instagram stories with captions like, "He loves me more every week," or, "Ladies, get yourself a man who knows your worth." And she knew people were watching. She'd do this dramatic slow walk to the front desk to pick up her flowers, swishing her blowout behind her like a shampoo commercial. But the weird part? No one had ever seen her talk about this supposed boyfriend. No photos, no cute lunches, no pickups after work. Just flowers and vibes. Then came Logan. Now Logan's the kind of guy who notices everything, not in a creepy way, more like an Excel spreadsheet gained sentience. He does our expense reports, so he's seen it all. But one day, he was chatting with Tara near the printer, and casually mentioned, "Your boyfriend must be spending a fortune on those flowers." Tara smiled too wide and said, "Well, when you're worth it, you're worth it." That's when Logan raised an eyebrow. He told me later, something about her tone sounded off. So he did what any emotionally stunted data nerd would do. He checked the florist's vendor database. And what do you know? The weekly payments weren't coming from a guy named Derek or Brad, or even my love. Nope. They were coming from Tara's own work card. Yep. She was using our company card under client hospitality to send herself flowers. Every single week. If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more office drama every day. So of course, Logan didn't want to be a snitch. He sat on it for 2 full weeks. But then she upped the ante. Tara started posting cryptic Instagram stories, like a blurry photo of a man's hand, captioned "Forever," or a pic of wine glasses clinking by candlelight with, "He surprises me every time." Except Logan recognized the hand. It was a stock image from Canva. He knew because he'd literally used the same one for our client appreciation night flyer. That's when he snapped. He printed out the florist receipts, highlighted the expense lines, and sent an anonymous tip to HR. Now here's where it gets wild. Instead of HR confronting her privately, they called an all-hands meeting. The head of HR, this stiff guy named Craig, who normally looked like he hadn't blinked since 2008, stands up and says, "We've had a recent misuse of client hospitality funds. Someone has been, shall we say, gifting themselves romantic gestures at the company's expense." Tara, front row, just froze. Then Craig, with no chill at all, whips out a stack of invoices and says, "If you've received items like these and believe there's been a mistake, please see me after this meeting." Dead. Silence. Tara stands up, grabs her purse, and says, "I kid you not, this is harassment. I have a stalker." People started whispering. HR looked stunned, and Tara stormed out. We all thought she'd quit. But no. She came back the next day like nothing happened, except now, the flowers were gone. No more peonies, no more sappy captions, just silence. And here's the twist. A few weeks later, someone saw her on a dating app. Her profile pic, one of her old flower arrangements. Caption, "Just a girl who deserves to be spoiled." You can hear more stories like this on the Office Drama Daily YouTube channel.